Hi, I'm Grace and welcome to my channel where we'll be talking about health, wellness, nutrition, and everything in between. So kind of the vision I had for these was to take like a food item or a technique or a question and distill it down into a very short and brief and concise video filled with information on what it is, how it's beneficial, how to incorporate it into your daily life, and yeah, kind of share that in this kind of a way. And so without further ado, we're going to introduce our very first item, which will be cacao nibs. Let's turn around and get into the kitchen. So I use this one. It's from Navida's Organic Cacao Nibs. You can get them at your local Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or on Amazon. So basically they're small, very bitter. I was actually dreading doing this the entire video. I think I tend to gravitate towards liking a lot of bitter foods, and I do enjoy eating them, but this is how tiny it is. This one is just like super bitter. So yeah, it's not it. I mean, it's alright, but it's just very bitter and probably not something you would want to look forward to eating just a handful of raw cacao nibs. As I was saying, they're the pure form of cacao beans that can be eventually turned into chocolate. They're naturally low on sugar. I mean, I hope so, because they're so bitter. And they're dairy-free and a good source of fiber, protein, and healthy fats that really helps to promote feeling full. They're also super rich in nutrients such as iron, magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, manganese, and copper, which are important for healthy bones and producing red blood cells that supply oxygen in the blood. They also have something called flavonoid antioxidants. Now those two words are two big words, and I'll kind of break them down into more simpler terms. So the first is flavonoids. So flavonoids are a group of plant metabolites that provide healthy benefits by cell signaling pathways and have antioxidant effects. We'll get into antioxidants in a little bit. But going back to flavonoids, they help to regulate cellular activity and fight off free radicals that causes oxidative stress to the body. Now we're just like opening a can of worms with all of these new terms and terminologies within these definitions, but hold on one second, we'll get there. Some of the best sources of these dietary options include berries, red cabbage, onion, kale, parsley, tea, dark chocolate, and even red wine. They're found naturally in many fruits and vegetables as well as plant products and can help the body fight off everyday toxins. It can even lower the risk of type 2 diabetes and has a great potential for becoming anti-cancer drugs. So what are antioxidants? Basically, antioxidants protect your cells from what are called free radicals. And this kind of goes into chemistry a little bit, but I'll try to distill it down. Haha. Okay, I'm sorry. But free radicals are oxygen-containing molecules that have an uneven number of electrons. This unevenness allows them to easily react with other molecules so that they can cause like a multitude and chain reaction. When there are free radicals that outnumber antioxidants, this leads to oxidative stress, which, as you can imply from the word stress, is probably not a good thing. It's linked to many chronic conditions such as heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and other mental related illnesses. So, long story short, cacao nibs are really great for contributing to your dietary antioxidant needs and reducing inflammation, which have all been scientifically proven through research endeavors and many studies. Cacao nibs are literally the best things ever. Like, there's nothing I've said so far, no red flags, no caution, no hazard. Like, they're a great superfood for sure. But one thing to keep in mind is that they have caffeine and theobromine, which is basically like eating coffee. As long as you eat normal amounts of these cacao nibs, then you should be fine. However, if you are breastfeeding, pregnant, or allergic or sensitive to chocolate or any dietary nickel, it's probably a good idea to speak to a professional or a doctor before taking too much or any at all. So now for the fun part. How do you eat them? How do you include these super great superfoods into your diet? Well, here we go. So I wanted to share my go-to breakfast or afternoon snack yogurt recipe. So I already accidentally started. So I have chobani Greek yogurt with some frozen berries. And I use frozen berries because when it's really hot, something very cold is very refreshing. Then I add some granola. So currently right now, it looks like this. And then on top of that, I have the star of the show today, Cacao Nibs. And I just take like a handful. It's probably a terrible angle because you can't really see what I'm doing, but that's what it's looking like so far. I take some shredded coconuts. Maybe I'll go like this. And just add a little bit of that. So it gives it some color and great flavor and also a great source of antioxidants. Finally, I will take some honey and drizzle it on top. Very generously. So this is my yogurt bowl and I will enjoy this with a nice cup of matcha. So here is the final product. I have my yogurt bowl with my matcha. I'll usually also add one entire banana, like coin sliced, is that the right term? Into my yogurt bowls, but I unfortunately ran out. But yeah, bananas are also a great source of fiber and makes the texture of this combination really good and hiding the cacao nib bitterness. So this is what it currently looks like right now. Not super appetizing, but it's very good, I guarantee it. So yeah, give it a try and let me know how it tastes. Another way to incorporate cacao nibs is not as a chocolate replacement per se, but as a chocolate addition. You can add it as toppings to your ice cream, or in smoothies, or in muffins, oatmeal. Basically when you need an extra crunch in your bite. Bruh, but still yum. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching and hearing me rant a little bit about cacao nibs. But until next time, why don't you just give it one bite.